tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by BlackRifleCoffee.com. Oh shit! DJ Mad Marge in the house! Yeah, James, you seem like you're on ecstasy right now.
Do I?
You do. Boy, I want to deep dive. Really deep dive into DJ Mad Marge.
Do you think people watch the Today Show?
It doesn't even matter if they do.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter if they do, because
if you did,
you'll be able to look her up and then see this whole shit. By the way, just get back from New Orleans. I was there for the Saints game. Hence the if you're watching the video show on YouTube or iTunes, boom, got the Saints gear on.
So you're a little bit tired?
They won. Yeah, a little tired, a little bit of energy. Crowd was hyped. I'm hyped today. They're moving on. Not amped though that we might be going to Kansas City for the Patriots game next weekend. It's game time temperature of 8.
Cool. Doesn't affect me.
Don't know that I've ever been in 8 at a game before, but we'll see.
No,
We'll
in
see.
Ohio?
No, even in Ohio, the lowest I think was like maybe 20.
Okay.
8.
Once you're at 20, though.
I know, right?
What's
another 12, brother? What's another 12?
Because 20 for me would be a no.
Oh boy,
go.
Man.
So once you're at 20, it's already a no. So
yeah. Now you're bundled up. You bring a lot of whiskey to kill that pain. I can tell you that.
Sure.
But the DJ there, who was at the because there's always a DJ at the NFL games, who's hyping people up and always playing the right songs. A lot of Sheck West, a lot of Mo Bamba, a lot of Travis Scott sicko mode was going on.
A lot of Flow Rida.
Yeah.
Welcome to my house.
Yeah. No Flow Rida, because that apparently is reserved for DJ Mad Marge on the 1s and 2s.
Let's explain what we're talking about.
We saw a story on the Today Show of you can do anything with your life at any point in your life.
Quit your job.
Yep.
Aspiring for a career that's going to make you money and give you a stable house is bullshit. It's all the wrong stuff. Mm-hmm. If you really want to be happy and you really want to be your best self, you need to go after the thing that you wanted to be when you were 5.
Right. So I saw this woman pop up on the Today Show when we were getting ready this morning to do the show. And it looks like your basic, most average white mom in her 40s. Mm-hmm. I mean,
rich though.
Hang on. I didn't know.
She looked rich.
Right. I didn't know. And then they started her story, but I was like, all right, it could have looked like a, normal mom from, Kansas or whatever. Mm-hmm. Gussied up because it's the Today Show. So I didn't really know. Then they start getting into her backstory.
Right.
How she had this successful candle company and she walked away from it because she just wasn't happy living the CEO life. And I was like, oh, well, great. What did you decide to do? I decided to become a DJ. So imagine a woman, again, your standard middle-aged white woman. I can't stress
Pulitzer,
that enough.
Guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Dangly gem earrings, just painting the picture. A blonde bob. Yeah. Sideswipe bob with the little flip. Not a cute bob, but the bob with the flip.
Right.
And sometimes a coat like mine, a little suit coat.
Yeah. Yeah.
A sensible coat.
And then these pictures start to flash of her quitting her job and then DJing, and she's with Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Young Thug, Drake, Snoop Dogg, a bunch of people. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
what is going on? So she's got a book out now, which is what she was promoting on the Today Show. And she was just like, it's called like My Best Life or something.
Yeah. Take the leap.
Yeah, that's it. And she was saying essentially
bullshit. Don't do it.
If you're not living the job you want, or you don't have the career you want, go out and quit your job and anything is possible. And now she makes a ton of money DJing. And I like the laughter that poured out of my mouth was absolutely ball-quenchingly insane.
Because it wasn't even like you could see like DJ Granny or something where she's like this old lady.
Hip-hop Granny.
And like that would be funny. And like you could see why Kim Kardashian would have her DJ an hour set before whoever comes on. And you're like, oh, I get it. But this is like a rich, entitled white lady that is now DJing as a hobby because she's already made all of her money. And so to read her book,
right,
would be it's irresponsible to put out shit like this. Because now you're listening to the story. Oh, she just wasn't happy in her office job, and she decided to just take the leap. No. She built her company already. She went to college. She built her company. She made a shit ton of money. She had kids. She had a husband.
Yeah.
Got divorced.
Nope.
So now she's either making or whatever. She has a good amount of money. And now she's decided to take the leap to DJ as a hobby. And that's the story.
If you're out there and you're watching things like this, because usually these clips will go viral of like, oh hey, here's this woman's story and it's inspirational, especially like house moms and things like that who are around the country will see this and be like, oh man, well I've always wanted to have my own construction paper scissors company, where you're just like, what? Save for children, and they're different. They've got pictures of different celebrities like R. Kelly or whoever you're going to put on children's scissors these days. I decided to do some homework on DJ Mad Marge, aka Marjorie Gubbleman.
Okay,
that's her real name. Not shocking either. Where I was just like, oh, all right. When you think of Marge, of course it's going to be Marjorie,
right?
She looked like a Gubbleman at the end of it, right? Mm-hmm. This is her Wikipedia that says she's the CEO of Vilux International. She's a prominent socialite, philanthropist, and celebrity DJ. So, for the audience at home, whenever any celebrity is described as a socialite, it means they have super, super fucking rich parents. That is all a socialite is. There is no way to become a socialite without having crazy rich family, and then you just kind of doing nothing.
She was already rich and she got rich younger and started hanging out. So that's the only thing that made sense to me. She had hung out with all these people.
No one's getting rich early 20s unless you're in tech or something like that.
But
philanthropists, again, really want to stress that if the word philanthropist is a word that's used to describe your life, who you are in your lifestyle, you are rich. There is no poor philanthropists who are just like, nope. I think I'll just do this and not make any money.
Yep.
Very, very rarely.
You're hiding money. You're trying to hide your money.
Exactly.
In charities.
So then I scrolled down. She was born in New York City. Gubbleman's great-grandfather was inventor William Gubbleman, who held more than 5,000 claims on patents and was called the father of all calculating machines in use today by popular mechanics. Her grandfather headed up a racing syndicate that successfully defended the America's Cup. I mean, to be in the America's Cup, that's Ted Turner money. Sure. Ted Turner does shit like that. It is the richest of the rich. And you just can't do anything like that.
It makes me so pissed off. I get so pissed. Because whoever bought that story, I don't know who the publisher is.
Yeah.
But they gave her these talking points.
Yeah.
She doesn't talk about the money that she had. No. She doesn't talk about how much she made.
Nope.
In the candle business, or if it was even that successful.
No.
All she talks about is I was unhappy in my job.
Yeah.
And I used to DJ a little bit in college, she said.
I mean, and your great-grandfather invented the calculator, essentially. Your dad was a car racer.
And listen, if anybody...
And your grandfather was the America's Cup. Like, you were one of the richest families ever. I mean, and then it goes on to say that, you know, her first job was... So it wasn't... Her first job was licensing Management International, a London-based licensing firm, which means she probably did the licensing for all of those patents for her grandfather globally. Look, if you would have said right out of college, I could go to London and live and license my grandfather's patents, what a fucking dream that must have been.
Is it going to be a fucking DJ party? No. But don't say it's like all the wrong reasons. So she comes out of the gate being like, in college, I was aspiring for all the wrong things. Ugh. You know, the things that everybody aspires to, you know, making money, being stable. And now...
So now it does say she has some form of background in radio as a radio disc jockey.
In college.
Yeah. Gubbleman is a graduate of the prestigious Scratch DJ Academy.
That was after.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so at whatever age she is, I think it's like 50. Does it say how old she is?
She's going to turn 50 this year.
She's going to turn 50. So at 49 or something, she hasn't even been doing it that long.
No.
She already got a book deal. Because she's rich as fuck and she hangs out with people that are super rich and connected. Yeah. And that's how you get all that stuff. But anyway, she went to DJ school with all these like 19-year-olds. Scratch Academy. Yeah. Scratch Academy. You know who went to Scratch Academy? Rich ass little bitches. Okay? Nobody that's actually a DJ. Avicii didn't go to fucking Scratch Academy. Do you know what I mean? It's like bartending school. You know, you don't go to fucking bartending school. You work at You're a barback for years. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, it's just...
I hate her so much. I hate people like that so much.
Because you're lying to people, and I wish...
you're making my life shitty. Do you know what I mean? You're making people's lives seem shitty.
Yeah.
You're already rich as fuck. Now you're going to make me feel even worse because I haven't followed my dreams. I can't follow my dreams, dude. I need to fucking pay for school, diapers. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Right now I feel bad. Did I really? Gosh. Did I follow my dreams? No, you didn't follow your dreams, and that's okay. Okay? And you're not going to be happy all the fucking time. You're not, right?
No.
Who's happy all the... Serial killers.
Serial killers are happy all the time because they're dreaming about their next kill.
They're just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Getting away with it. Gosh, everything's the thrill for them.
Serial killers are fucking happy as shit.
Sociopaths. Yeah. They're have a smile on their face all day.
I know.
Okay, and they feel nothing.
Nothing.
All right?
Dead inside.
Normal people are not going to be happy all the time.
No.
Yeah, and are you going to look back on college years or what you did? You DJ'd a little bit in college. Are you going to look fondly back on that? Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to be like, man, that was a good time. That was a good time that I had. Am I going to quit my job and be a fucking DJ?
No, you're not, James.
Am I going to fucking sell acid? That was fun for me. For a second, you know? My friends on the porch putting the drops on the sugar cubes. That was cool. Yeah. Maybe I should live my dream.
Yeah, go back and sell acid, James, on your front porch in Ojai.
You know what I mean?
Why not? I totally know what you mean.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, Mad Marge.
Mad Marge.
DJ Mad Marge.
If you guys see Mad Marge at a party, which, by the way, she's only fucking DJing corporate bullshit. Yeah. She's not going to be at the fucking club. She does like
Vanity Fair parties and shit like that.
She's there at the 5:30 to 7 before anybody comes in. That's where Mad Marge is. Living her dream. Rich as fuck.
My biggest problem with it is, again, it's irresponsible to tell people, hey, man, quit your jobs and do all this shit when it's clearly...
Take the leap.
Yeah, here's...
Take the leap back to your fucking job.
Yeah, here's where you should really quit your job. When you're so rich that you can do whatever you want and pretend to be a fucking DJ, then quit your job. No, other than that, do not quit your job.
Start a hobby.
Do not quit your job. If you want your
hobby to be a job, that's great. Yeah. But make sure that you tell people that's what it is. I've already had a job. I already worked my ass off. I already made a bunch of money. And now I have a hobby that most people would call a job. It's not a career change. It's you have a safety net so you can do whatever the fuck you want now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you really wanted to live your dreams, you dumb fuck, you would have done it right out of college, you idiot. And you would make no money. And you wouldn't be married.
No.
And you wouldn't have kids.
No. I don't know if she is married, by the way, anymore.
She's not. She's divorced.
Ah, there we go. There we go. She's too busy DJing. She's living that nightlife.
No
ecstasy.
Older gentleman is going to be cool with a Mad Marge. It's fraud.
She's playing the Sahara tent at Coachella this year.
Her and Idris Elba.
Exactly.
Living their dreams.
Living their truths. I was not correct on something. I was untruthful on something. And I want to make a correction on that. Look, Rostradamus admits when he's right, admits when he's wrong.
Oh, what happened?
Chris Pratt got engaged.
I kind of knew you were going to be wrong on that one.
No Jennifer Lawrence. I didn't, but I have a theory on this, and we'll discuss it. So people are pissed online, obviously.
About what?
Him getting engaged. Because it's been less than a year since he's been split from Anna Faris.
Oh, that was a nightmare for him.
And people really liked the two of them together. As a couple, I guess, online, where it was just like, it hasn't even been a year. Why did you do this? And here's what I was incorrect about. I did not know he was super Jesus.
Yeah.
Super Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Like goes to church every Sunday.
Oh, and talks about it on the red carpet famously before anyone else kind of did was like, oh, I go to church. Oh, we'll probably just go to church or da-da-da. And like the real deal.
Yeah. Real deal. So knowing that now, I didn't know that then. That yes would have knocked out Jennifer Lawrence then, and I should have known that. But it's Katherine Schwarzenegger, Arnie's daughter.
Sure.
Kind of strange.
Why? She's super cute.
Yeah, she's cute. It's just
her mom's like super smart and awesome. I'm sure she's pretty cool. To be honest,
I'm sure she is too. But he's got a kid. He's about 10, 11 years older than her. Mm-hmm. So it was just a weird one. Like that's quick too. Under a year.
That's what I thought too. And here's what I did last night or the night before. I listened to Anna Faris on Marc Maron, not on her own show. An interview.
How was she?
She is a box of crazy narcissist. Been fucking. I don't know if she's Scientologist. She might as well be.
Right.
She's been in the business for so long.
Yeah.
She has no sense of reality, of what is real, what is relatable. She's a crazy person. I invite you to go listen to that. And after hearing that, you will go, oh yeah. Pratt had to get out, and then he also wanted to marry the next normal, cool chick that he found or that he liked or whatever.
Right.
I think he held on a little bit. I think he tried really hard in that marriage.
Okay.
And I think we had it wrong as far as like what his deal was and all of that in the beginning.
I knew her back in the day, and she was always she was always super nice, a little flighty, but not.
And I think that's evolved. So I don't know.
Not anything out of the ordinary. She's been married. She was married before that, and I knew her first husband, and he was a weird guy that kind of kept. He was controlling, I guess is what I would say. But she was always pretty cool, just kind of a stoner, kind of, hey, my house is your house type of person. Like, I've been to her house a few times.
And I think it's just evolved from that, basically.
Gotcha.
So it's evolved from like a young, kind of flighty, chill girl into your 30s. Yeah. Now, and it's not so cute anymore. It's borderline crazy. She's gotten over therapied. Those people that have gone to too much therapy, and so they're like saying things that their therapist said to them over. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing that projecting thing or whatever, and you're like, and medicated and all of this. And I'm sure the Pratt divorce and things leading up to that must have been hard as far as everyone saying that he's with Jennifer Lawrence, and even if he wasn't, he fucking wanted to be. So, and I think that's more the problem women have sometimes. Not necessarily that you're going to do anything. You know, It's not that he was going to do anything, but what he saw, the fun that he had with Jennifer and like what he saw in her makes you look on your own family and your own wife differently. And that's what happens. It's not necessarily that he cheats on her. Mm-hmm. It's that he sees the other side of the fence, right?
Right.
Where it's like at home, it's like, yeah, it's kids, it's cleaning, it's nagging. You're not really having that much fun. And so you start to look at your relationship differently because of this other person that you've been hanging out with, because it's not normal, right?
Right.
It's not natural to do that.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's going to be much more fun with a single 20-something.
Yeah.
Much more.
Yeah.
And you can't compete with that. Anna Faris or whatever, even her box of crazy.
Right.
You can't compete with that, with the kid with the fucking glasses, transition lenses and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my take on them. I don't know. But I do invite you to listen to the Marin interview with her and try to get through it.
I will, yeah.
I couldn't.
I will, yeah.
It was really, really hard.
You know what's funny about podcasts, and we had this discussion last week. Again, spent a lot of the week at San Antonio, up at Black Rifle headquarters, and we were going over possible new podcasts and shows and things for the upcoming year. And if you can't listen to an interview with somebody, a celebrity, and get through it, to me, it just kills my perception of them. And I don't want to support their projects or hang out with them or do anything where I'm over it at that point where I'm like, oh man, I don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
Like again, the Jennifer Lawrence one is a good example, who was on Marin, where hot, cool, smart, funny, all that.
Hilarious.
And then all of a sudden it just crept in of, I'm going to take a year and a half off of acting to focus on politics because I don't know about
Before that, I have anxiety. I get nervous. Yeah, we all fucking get nervous. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you need to take medication for it. And this is not my depression thing. I'm saying like people throw the word anxiety issues around a lot.
Yeah.
Same with the word comedian. They're throwing this word out a lot, aren't they?
That is a real loose term.
Aren't they throwing that around a lot?
Yeah.
Comedy special. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian. Are you? Gosh, they just label everyone that's not super serious. They call them a comic.
Weird.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, again, because comedy's gone now from film, so it's like, all right, it's mostly podcasts and TV shows. So the term comic now is very loose. Where it's like, all right, stand up. And
these people on E that do like the red carpet and stuff,
right?
They're calling them comedians.
Well, maybe in some realms, they go out and do stand up at the Ice House or whatever. But who knows?
No, they just like say funny stuff sometimes on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying?
That's cute.
They're comedians. These comics, listen to these comics talk about the dresses.
Kitten dicks and kaleidoscopes.
Comics.
Go take a 360 view. Let's see the back of that dress.
My idea of a comic is a lot different.
Same.
You got to be disheveled. You got to have mommy issues, daddy issues, live in a studio apartment.
Yeah.
Don't wash anything ever, right?
I'm the only
Eat
one.
like shit.
I'm the only one who didn't have like a super dark, like I was beaten with a belt or grew up in a whorehouse.
Brendan and Callan talk about that all the time.
For real. Because
they're like, is that why we're not like super famous?
Yes. Because
like
on the come up, like doing stand up and all that shit, like, you hang out in the back of the club with other comics because you go on and you kind of get to know one another or whatever. And it's like, you hear you hear everybody else's problems, and they're like, it's kind of like prison. What's your fucking story?
Yeah.
What's your thing?
Yeah.
It's like,
what are you in for?
I don't know. I grew up in a white,
my family
middle
said
class
I was
neighborhood.
Funny.
Yeah.
I made my friends laugh.
Great. Anybody die
at private
Anybody
school?
die? Not yet. Well, they will. wow,
Right.
this is, and you're just like, oh God. I mean, the Richard Pryor.
How many days you been on the road?
Yeah.
I live here.
The Richard Pryor one's infamous, obviously, him growing up in a whorehouse in Peoria.
For sure.
And that's kind of, the rest of it is always something dark or whatever. We watched that Sam Kinison thing the other day. I didn't know he was a fucking preacher.
Preacher, yeah. And just said, fuck this.
I mean, to the nth degree.
The whole other direction. But obviously one fueled the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, look, when I sat back and thought about it after we watched it, I was like, oh, well, nothing would prepare you to talk to an entire room better than preaching. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because you've got to
projecting and
also the belief.
Hyped. Yeah.
You've got to get people to believe in what you're saying for an hour and 15 minutes, however long mass is, where you're just like, all right, shit, that would be the ultimate training to be a great stand-up comedian later in life.
It's true.
You're already doing 1 hour sets from day one.
Day one. And making people laugh. A lot of, like a lot of preachers definitely try and throw in some comedy in there.
Yeah, because I went to churches all through growing up. My parents raised me Catholic as a child just so I could have some form of, organized religion. And then later on in life, they're like, look, do whatever you want. We don't really care.
Right.
We just wanted to give you that option and let you see what it's like. Right. And I did that. As it went along, the churches I went to, the preachers or pastors or whatever the fuck they're called, boring.
Right.
Super boring. And then... college, there was one where it was just like, oh, this guy's playing guitar and he's really funny.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
There was a switch for sure.
Yeah. And by the way, I want to stress this. It wasn't that I wanted to go to church in college. It was somebody I was dating, and I was like,
oh, it's always that.
All right.
It's always that. Or there's a cute guy that goes, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're like, I'll go.
So
sure.
we call it the C&E crowd, and it was Christmas and Easter.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when you went, you're like, all right, great, I'll do the whole thing and get the ashes on the forehead and then move on with my day.
Sure.
But that's when I was like, oh, there's a hip young pastor with a guitar.
Isn't God awesome?
God's rad, isn't he?
Isn't God great and awesome?
Has he made mistakes? Cool. You bet.
You bet. But he's a cool dude. He's here for you.
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, there was some side chick who was playing tambourines, and you were like,
they're banging. Obviously,
I leaned over because my buddy went, and he was with his girlfriend who was religious too, and like I leaned over to him, and I was like, I go, man, they're boning, aren't they? He's got to be boning that tambourine girl, as she was just.
The top and bottom, top, bottom, middle, top, bottom, middle.
Smiling a little too big as she looked at him, Give him
the Lady Gaga.
Stealing glances. He wasn't giving them back, like that type of thing where it was just like, whoa, they're boning. I wonder if they boned in this church when people left.
They did.
Probably. That's probably their ultimate,
Oh, yeah.
Where can we get away with this? Let's bone in the church. Let's bone in that pew.
Right.
Let's go 2 pews.
2 pews deep.
I don't know how we got off on that tangent.
I don't know either.
But we should get to the sponsors, Jables, because they pay for this whole shit to be on the air. What do you have?
I have a little crime corner later.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh,
Too many people sent me this one.
Really? Same
I'll tease it by saying they found my illegitimate mother somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm excited about this.
You should be.
By the way, those coffee cups you just keep. We have plenty of Black Rifle. What's with you've always got a nondescript styrofoam cup with you.
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Is that your favorite? Is that your thing in life?
Yes, I like to feel like I went to a coffee shop even though I'm
got it.
Stuck in the house.
Now that makes sense. Now that makes sense.
And as any mom knows, you will never get a hot cup of coffee or a hot meal ever.
No.
As soon as you make it, if you ever want your kid to wake up from a nap, he's been sleeping too much, make yourself a nice meal.
Yeah.
And he will wake right up and you will not be able to eat it. So this at least keeps it a little bit warmer,
Yeah.
So that I can continue to drink it.
Gotcha.
While still having to deal with mom duties.
Sure.
And then as far as it being a to-go cup, I don't know. I just like that feeling.
Yeah, because we have so many Black Rifle coffee mugs all over the house. And I was like, man, I don't understand.
I need the top. I need to keep it a little.
Okay. They made I think it was just for us, but they made this like Dixie cup that's insulated. so you can just wash it. But it looks like a Dixie cup on the outside.
Oh
but
my
it
God,
keeps
I
everything.
love that.
I know. It's great. But I think they only made them for the studio there. Because when we're in the studio there, we have them all the time. But I was like, you guys sell these? And they're like, no, the paint washes off, I guess.
I did see they have a to-go mug that's a little bit smaller. So I might look into that.
All right, Doug.
Because Black Rifle's our favorite.
They are. And they're also our chief sponsor for 2019. Go to blackriflecoffee.com. Bags, K-Cups. These cups, look at these mugs, man. These tin mugs are the shit. Big fan of all their products and their apparel. Love blackriflecoffee.com. It's time. Look, it's a new year, new you. So get a fucking subscription to coffee. Don't do this anymore to yourself. I'm finding it way too easy now with subscriptions to things where I am pretty much over all of it. blackriflecoffee.com is one of them. Use the one-time promo code of Revolution for 20% off. This next one is not a sponsor, but speaking of the subscriptions, like that Kettlebell Kitchen, man. That meal prep.
Do you love it?
It's great.
Awesome.
Food's great.
Yeah.
I love that it gets shipped to your house. It's weird, though, that it's insulated in those cooling bags. You have to take those outside, by the way, because they melt and there was water all over the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I was wondering.
I love that I need to take it outside.
I wasn't here, but when it comes, I was surprised because I was like, how do they keep this shit cold? They pack it full of fucking ice and.
Oh yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all the
I feel
meal
weird
kits.
throwing that out though.
It does, but it's
man, I'm throwing out just ice bags out into.
You can keep the ice bags if you want, maybe a couple. If you want.
What am I going to do in case I get injured playing racquetball?
No, like if you're taking something in a cooler.
Racquetball with Gene at the club.
Okay.
50-year-old Gene.
All right.
Playing racquetball. Come on, squash.
Fair
What am I playing? Handball with De Niro? Get the fuck out of here, brother.
Okay. Okay, I will.
Next up, we got ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Man, I love Ghostbed. I do. I just love this fucking mattress.
And no, you did not make a mistake. It is Drinkin' Bros.
It is Drinkin' Bros.
Not Revolution.
It's not. And why? Because I host that show as well. And they're honoring deals for both. So they're like, look, I told...
make it one.
I was the one who told them. I was like, and these websites and all that other shit and landing pages are expensive. And these assholes charge you so much these days. I was like, dude, don't drop $10K on that. We can just use the same one. I don't give a shit. It's great.
Yeah.
And it promotes both shows, which is awesome. So go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros. I'm going to actually pull them up because I'm double checking these deals.
That they're still going on. We're still waiting for them to
take
it down. And we're like, we keep checking, being like, okay, guys, are you still doing the deals or what?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm on their site now. All right. So you get $7.99 of a matching Ghost Bed bundle set. I mean, it does now say one coupon though per deal. I understand.
Okay.
I bet you a bunch of people are ordering those. Because once you have this mattress, you're like, dude, I'm going to order them for the other rooms.
Yes.
All right. $200 off a mattress and 2 free pillows. Boom. Or $100 off a Ghost Bed and free pillows. The Ghost Bed Deluxe is $200 off and free pillows.
Nice.
Damn, man. And the adjustable base. All this shit, man, is amazing here. I can't believe they're doing this. Still, 0 APR financing for 36 months.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, you just click the qualify button. What the fuck? Great company, man. I am just still shocked that this is a real thing that they're doing. I mean,
and veteran owned, right?
No, they're all their family was veterans. So, look, they know that we have a large military audience, as does Drinkin' Bros as well. So they were like, hey, man, there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And it's true. I can't believe that they still offer this. So amazing. Go there while it's still there because this can't last forever, I would imagine. No APR for 36 months. Again, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Go get it. Mattress shows up in a box. So does the adjustable base. No assembly required. You're ready to go in like 2 hours. You just pop it open and let the fucking thing come up. It's amazing. Best deal on the planet. Next up, we've got StrikeForceEnergy.com. Strike Force, James. This is the only thing getting me through the new year, new diet, all that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I hate drinking plain water. And you also crash on this shit because I'm on the keto diet. I was talking about kettlebell kitchen earlier.
Oh, so that's keto.
Yes. Okay. So I've gone keto, which is, let's face it, it's basically Atkins.
It is.
So you can call it whatever
without doing too much
want.
Cheese and dairy.
Correct.
I think is the idea.
Correct. Which is great. It's a little better for you. And that being said, I miss a sugary taste or whatever. This Strike Force is what gets me through the afternoon, where it's just like, all right, I've got energy. It goes in water. I don't like drinking water plain all the time. I'm good for about 2 or 3 glasses a day of plain water. The rest of it, I like a little something in there.
Okay, just making sure you do.
I do.
Still drink water.
I do.
But I don't like drinking plain water, but Strike Force in all of it.
No. But so during the afternoon, I'll load up with Strike Force. No carbs or sugars, so it's part of any diet there is. And, it lasts longer than 5-hour energy. So you're up and at 'em, man. And you're going to the gym and you're able to do all this stuff. And that's one of my favorite parts about them. Also, I just genuinely like the way it tastes. Grape is my favorite, but there's 4 other flavors. Original, lemon, and orange. And if mixers, because like a lot of people are like, oh, I still want to drink or whatever. And, look, if you're a grown man in your 30s, chances are you've had to switch to vodka sodas or some type of fucking wine.
Yeah.
Because you can't pound Long Island iced teas because they're delicious anymore.
Unfortunately.
I know. So the one thing that will spice it up is a packet of Strike Force, and you can take it with you anywhere. It's a tasty, tiny little tin pouch. That's it. No can, no nothing. You can take it to a bar. You can do whatever you want with it. Put it in your pocket. Go to strikeforceenergy.com. Get a subscription. We have it, and it's, again, same thing, man. Boxes show up every month. I'm good. I'm good to go in life. StrikeForceEnergy.com, Revolution, 20% off. Last but not least, StraightRazors.com, Jables.
Ooh, that's a clean cut. Smooth. Oh, you're right.
Oh, man. That one bounced off
I couldn't go any. I was going to try and go a long time.
Single ear hole I have.
Every single ear hole, huh?
Both, and then whatever's inside of me. Like I'm gonna bring up, I'm gonna bring him up here because every time you do it, he comments on the video. Gordon Wagner,
love it, Gordon. It makes me laugh every time.
Same here. So on YouTube, he goes to the video show. All of these are video shows now, and if you haven't subscribed to YouTube, do it. And he time codes.
Yeah.
The exact time of which you say you like it on every single one.
And I love him for it.
Same. Gordon Wagner. And it's for straightrazors.com. Dude, I use straight razors every single day. The mustache will not be around for much longer, so don't come after me on at STJames on Instagram. Don't come at me.
Don't come for me.
No, it's going to be gone. And sometime this week, I think I might, if I end up going to Kansas City, I might keep it for the cold.
Oh, it's really going to keep you super warm.
Does it?
No.
Well.
If it was a full beard, maybe. But just the top lip is super warm. I'm good.
Look, they've got the mustache wax is what I use for this. And I use their straight razors. And then obviously their Smolder aftershave is my end all be all. I can't live without that in this life. And they have travel ones, thank God. So it's great. I love all of their products there. I'm really good friends with their owner, Luke Webster, and it's one of my favorite companies. Just go to their website, man. It's all like traditional handmade shit, and it's amazing. Go to straightrazors.com, promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off, and it's a huge, huge savings there. What's sticking in your crawl these days, James? Because I was gone last week.
What's sticking in my crawl?
Yeah, did you watch? Because you always watch something without me. I'm waiting for whatever that is this week where you've hidden something from me. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's probably friends from college or something. Did you
is
save
it come
that?
out? No, I'm serious. I didn't watch it.
I think it's January. Yeah, I think it's out the 11th. What was it?
Escape from Dannemora.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah.
You did?
I finished it a long time ago.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I got pissed off at you and I finished it. You did something. You were like gone, didn't call me or something like that, and I fucking just Benicchio'd all night. Benicchio del Toro.
Oh, gosh.
You, to be honest, you watched one and you were like, into it, but you weren't like, yeah, dude.
So this is the Showtime show.
Yeah.
Escape from
Dannemora.
Okay.
Escape at Dannemora, yeah.
Let me ask you this. Did they finish it up? Is it just a one-time deal or is there more?
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So there was an answer at the end of it.
Well, yeah, because it's a real story.
It is, yeah. But I didn't know if it kept going. Like did Amy Adams think Sharp Objects?
But is that... That's not a real story, though.
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. They left it on a cliffhanger, and I was like, really? Fuck.
Yeah. So with this kind of stuff, you can't because we already know that they get caught. No, whatever.
Okay.
If you know, it's a real escape, real people, real things happened. So it gets buttoned up. But episode 1, if you just wanted to look into it, you could get it buttoned up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they can't keep it going for another season.
Gotcha.
And Benicchio. He's the best to ever do it.
He's great. He's a fantastic actor.
That specific type of acting. I'm not going to say he's the best actor, but there's this specific type of acting, and it's subtle, it's weird, it's unpredictable, and I think he's the best to ever do it. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
So you think he's the best actor of all time?
No.
Okay.
I said he's not the best actor of all time, but there's a specific type of acting where it's like very subtle, very unpredictable, very real. He's just a weird guy, right?
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to watch him not even do anything.
Yeah, he's very good without dialogue.
And with very little like facial expression, anything. He's a minimalist, right?
Right.
Actor. And in that realm, I think he's the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
That kind of acting. And again, like I said, it's not for everyone, but
No, he's great. I don't know anybody who doesn't like Benicio del Toro, like as an actor, and I think he's fantastic. Here's the selfish part of me with Benicio del Toro, right? Is he's so good, I don't want to see him do Star Wars. I don't want to see him do the other shit.
I know.
Because with somebody that good, in like a Daniel Day-Lewis, I want to see them do original films where they're...
Cool shit.
Yes.
Just see them being cool.
Like even like Sicario.
Sicario, it did awesome.
Yes.
People
it had
loved
a sequel,
it.
It was great.
Yes.
He's great. More of that.
Yes.
Even this, because I watched the first couple with you, the prison show that you watched the entire thing without me, and it was great.
I thought you brought that up because you knew, or else I wouldn't have told you.
I did not know.
I would have watched the whole thing pretending that I didn't watch it, but I thought you were bringing that up because you like saw my Showtime account or something. Why were you bringing that up?
I was unaware we even had a Showtime account. So
oh, good. Great. I could have kept it under wraps.
Yeah, you could probably hide anything from me these days because I don't know. I'm hosting more shows than Ryan Seacrest right now, so it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. Showtime.
Good to know.
Showtime.
Good to know.
No, but for real, I'm not even mad at you for that. I'm mad
you weren't loving it.
I'm mad. I was loving it.
Okay.
I'm mad at the fact that you just don't call and say, "Hey, I'm going to watch this show without you because you're not here."
Because you say, no, save it. And then you're not here. I have nothing to watch. And I'm like, fucking, why can't I just watch it? If you're not going to be here, let me watch it.
The only thing I would tell you to save is Friends from College. Like the other stuff.
That was our show that we already watched together. I don't do that.
The other stuff, though, like I don't care. Murder Mountain we're into.
And I wouldn't skip ahead. That's the thing. So like we both got into Murder Mountain together. I'm not going to skip ahead. It's when I start something without you, which I try to do, right? I try and like give it one to see if you, because we can't waste Ross's time. Mm-mm. Very valuable, his time.
More shows than Seacrest right now.
Okay, so I can't waste it. I gotta vet these shows. So I'll try one and then let you know whether it's worth your time.
Right.
And what I end up at, it's a messy place to be because I could just keep going on that road without you.
Yeah. And
when we start together, it's different.
I assume that you have. That's why I started off and said, hey, what are you watching without me? I know it's something. I didn't know it was that all the way, like that you killed that thing, which is fine. I'm not mad. I just wish you'd tell me, hey, I watched this thing.
I just
watch
told
it on your
you.
own
we don't see each other.
Get fucked.
We don't see each other except for the show, so I just told you.
Yeah.
I just told you the first time I saw you.
I know. I wish I had time to watch more shit because, truthfully...
There's not much on.
They dropped the release date today for Game of Thrones. So the last season, everybody's getting amped for that. A lot of people are rewatching it. I wish I had time to gas through that whole thing.
Really? Just
so I know what the hype is and what everybody's talking about. Because I watched 2 or 3. You checked out after 15 minutes and you were like, I'm good.
I don't do make-em-ups.
Yeah. You don't do... Which neither do I, to be fair. But I do get into that old school, like, you know... kind of medieval Braveheart type of where they're killing each other with swords shit.
I don't hate on Game of Thrones because I think that's stupid as well. People that hate on it just to hate on it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's obviously amazing. If this many people are into it, I'm the weird one.
Yeah.
And I admit that.
Look, I didn't. There's certain shows that I was way late on, like The Wire. Like I didn't start watching that until after, you know, everybody and their mother said it was cool. Yeah. Usually I'm on top of the game, but Game of Thrones was one where I know you don't get into dragons and shit. So therefore we never, you know, attempted to watch. And I was like, let's watch this one. And then you were like, no, there's a tiny dragon flying around. And you were like, no.
I just check out, dude. As soon as there is a fucking dragon, I just like...
Yeah.
I'm gone.
By the way, a lot of people, speaking of straight razors earlier, dude, there's this Gillette ad that's going around where they're challenging men to shave their toxic masculinity. Fuck you.
What are you talking about?
Gillette. That's what
I don't even understand what that means. What does it mean?
It's very Me Too, very and the slogan is now changed to, is this the best a man can get? Shave your toxic masculinity. Start accepting blah, blah, blah. And it's like, motherfucker, it's a razor to shave a man's face. Like, or
women's legs, because we all use men's razors. But
do you really?
Yeah. 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 They're just superior.
Why?
Because the girls' ones are fucking dumb. They try and it's like shaving with a kid glove. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need all the fucking guards everywhere.
Yeah.
I need blades that actually cut hair.
So
don't give me the fucking lotion around the blade.
With the Super Bowl coming up, now's the time that people are dropping their best ads of the year. And because you're spending so much money on a Super Bowl spot, I believe they're going for $5 million for a 30-second spot. Super Bowl is a couple weeks away at this point. You're going to start to see them drop early online before they drop during the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's Gillette's new ad is, we believe that this is the best men can be. And it's definitely a take on bullying, sexism, Me Too, and it's essentially laying the responsibility for men to be better. And, you know, it reminds me of a Nike ad where it's shot like that and it's super serious and all this shit. And you're like,
and I don't deny that guys could be better.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to be pussies.
No. And, you know, they did, I think the first Super Bowl spots was in the late 80s. So, they do one every year and it is what it is. But it's like, man, now that we're moving into razors and everything else, like, why don't...
We're taking it all away from you.
It's all gone. We're all genderless fuckbags who can't do anything right. And we're bullies and sexist and racist and everything else. Like, fuck off, dude. That's why I use straight razors. I don't... Fuck Gillette.
Well, yeah.
You know what's funny? I bought because yet again at TSA, I got confiscated for something.
Your razor?
No, the shaving cream.
Oh, sure.
So they were like,
dangerous shaving cream.
Yeah, which is it's gotten even worse. So I go through and I buy a shaving. There was like a little gift shop, so I bought a shaving cream in there, and it came with a free Gillette razor. Threw in the fucking garbage. I was like, get this.
You said, fuck this?
It was one of those plastic disposable.
Oh, no.
You know, it's just like, what am I going to do with this? I wouldn't even shave my pubes with this fucking thing.
Right.
Just tossed it.
Right.
So,
was it a one-blader? Or
I don't know. It was,
those are always such
your
a
classic
joke to me.
Blue. Yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
One blade?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Give me 15
You'd
or
have
give me
razor
nothing.
burn till 2034 using that goddamn thing.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun.
I was done with it. You know what else that I started doing in airports, which is really, really hilarious to me?
Oh, sure.
And I don't know who's noticed, if it's caught on. I'm waiting for pictures back of this. Mm-hmm. I've been taking my books, like At Night She Cries While He Rides the Sea, and When Darkness Falls He Doesn't Catch It, by like groups of 5. And if you go into an airport in any bookstore or magazine store, it's got the top usually 15 bestsellers, New York Times bestsellers. I've put, because they have a barcode on the back, so it charges what the book is worth.
Right.
I've taken all the number 1 books off and then replaced them with mine, so that way people, when they walk in, might think, imagine if you walked in and you were just like, man, I just want to grab whatever's number 1. I just want to grab it.
But what happens when they go up to the counter?
So there is a barcode on the back. So it's got a barcode.
But it's just
so
not
it
in their system.
It's in everybody's system. A barcode's a barcode. So, yeah.
Oh, I like it.
I know. So
I'm wondering legal implications, but I like it.
No, I think. So I'm in
None, you think?
I'm in the last time I did it. What was it? Yesterday, whatever. It was. You always have to go through Charlotte to get to Wilmington.
Sure.
This morning.
So Charlotte's been really bombarded.
So I go into Charlotte because it depends on what terminal you're in, obviously.
Right.
So it's just like, all right, if I'm in a different terminal, I'll do it. So I went in to Charlotte, and I think it was John Grisham's new book was number 1, and I just, because there's usually 5 copies, like hardbook copies. Yeah. So I just took them all. Put mine up there and put his somewhere else.
Put his somewhere else.
Yeah, but I buy something at the store. So
sure.
I bought like a bottle of water, and I think because I'm like, since I fly so much, I'm worried about getting sick. So I buy those things, those airborne things that don't work or were proven wrong. Somehow
I still buy them.
Mentally, you think that it's doing something, and I think that's all you really need in this life is just a mental mask. Of hey,
just to keep you going,
feel
hope.
Healthier. Yeah,
you're buying hope.
All you need is hope. A little bit of hope.
Anytime you buy anything, you're just buying hope.
So I put my books there. I bought the water. I bought the coldies or whatever it was, the airborne, and then I always have a nice like friendly chat with the people working, so that kind of throws them off the trail. And then I leave, and I don't do anything else. And I've done this in like maybe 5 or 6 cities now. And I don't know what the outcome is, and I'm super curious as to what it is. Maybe I'll start taking pictures and putting them on Instagram and be like, hey, if you're in X airport, because I think we're flying to Kansas City this weekend. Maybe I'll do it again and then just pop it up in there, but at least take a photo and be like, hey guys, yeah. Because it's really funny. Again, like I'll hold up the book. There's the barcode is on the back of these.
So
things.
It'll swipe on there. They'll just be really confused.
Of like, oh hey, I don't.
Or maybe just shows up.
Yeah.
The price, whatever. I don't know how that works.
I also did it in LA. Last time I was in LA. You know those boxes that are up on street corners?
Little libraries.
Yeah, where you can just take a book. Mm-hmm. Take a book.
Give a book.
Give a book. Take a book.
Take a book. Give a book.
I put mine in there. And I do that all the time.
With all the kids' books? Nice.
No. Because I know
this was
when
an adult one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was up by Runyon Canyon.
Okay.
So it's just like there's no kids going up there.
I like that kind of thing. I like that kind of tour.
Just because it's hilarious.
Totally.
So I don't know what the outcome is.
And those are the best kind of jokes.
I think.
That you don't see.
Or you don't know the answer to and why. Like where it's just like, what is this?
Like one of the best jokes that you've ever played on me. Do you remember it?
Which one?
We were in our apartment out here on an air mattress. Dead tired.
Yes. Oh, we were looking for a house. Yeah.
Dead tired. No. I don't even know.
We rented something while we were looking. We were house hunting. And
and it was like some just little apartment, whatever. And we're like waiting for things. And so we had to, like college kids, watch a movie on the laptop, right? So it's right next to me. You're behind me, whatever. And it was Hero Dreams of Sushi.
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
And you go, so I'm like so tired, but I'm just like, it's one of the most boring documentaries you can ever watch. If you're up for it, fascinating a little bit, but nothing to like keep it on for? And you go, I'm like, dude, I think I'm going to turn it off. You're like, dude.
Well, you go, I'm so exhausted. I think I'm just going to turn this off.
I think I'm just going to turn it off. And you're like, dude, I heard the fucking ending is crazy.
It is the craziest twist.
It's the craziest twist at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And then you turn over and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I fucking was like, and I kept like, I stayed up and watched to the very end of this. Anyone who's seen it knows he just keeps making sushi. And I laughed so hard because it's one of those, it's the jokes that you don't get to see the payoff that are really the most insane to me. Those are the most fucked up, right? Because you're just picturing it. You don't know if it's going to work.
I don't know. Yeah.
It worked. And I still, when I think about it, laugh my ass off because I was just like, what a weird fucking joke to play on me. And I have to fucking work.
Jiro.
Do you know what I mean? Sushi. I watched this whole bullshit and just thinking the whole time I'm watching it, thinking, how would this twist even happen? Because it really is just showing all the different, like the meticulous ways that he makes sushi in this small sushi shop in Japan or whatever. Yeah. And his life, it's just like a Groundhog's Day. And
and he's just there to serve and make the greatest sushi in the world.
Yep. And the last shot is just him doing the same thing he's done. And then it ends and I'm like, what the fuck?
There was no twist.
There's no twist and you're dead asleep. That doesn't even wake you up. And I'm just like, fuck. It was good though.
It was,
I like that shit.
It was like Shyamalan. It was like Shyamalan.
It was like a Shyamalan.
Yeah. I enjoy things like that. I again, if you're out there and you're in an airport, just breeze through your local shop. It might be in there.
And try and buy it. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but see what happens when they scan the barcode.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. But either way, you're going to be looking at this. And like, I remember, I think it was Michelle Obama was number 2, like Becoming. So like John Grisham's new book was number 1. And then, you know, I swapped out all of his and it was and she cries.
Grisham's a good one because next to Obama.
Michelle Obama.
Grisham's a good one because it's like he's fine. Like, Grisham's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He just churned out another one in his writing factory.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, with Matt's book too, and fuck man, I fought like hell for this too. Was so Matt's book is called Matt Best, Freedom the Fuck On. It's what we had named it. That was a quote that he had said.
Says it all the time.
In videos. Mm-hmm. When we first sold it, you know, at this point, November 2016, literally the first thing was, we don't know if we're going to be able to keep the word fuck in the title. There was a book that came out maybe 2 weeks after that exploded, called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Not giving a fuck, yeah.
And it was number 1, and it's sold.
I think it's still super high up there too.
It's sold. So by the way, so it was next to, was like 3rd or 4th or whatever it was down this thing, and I picked it up, and it sold. It on the cover, it now says it's sold over 3 million copies. The guy is richer than Jesus.
And he's just some blogger. It was just a great title.
That's it. It's just a great title. So underneath that, like going down, I think like number 8 was another book called How to Unfuck Your Life. And it was like, man, I was doing this way fucking earlier than you shitbirds were.
Do you know if they're going to leave it? Or
they
you
are.
Don't know? Oh, nice.
Because
interesting
of the success of those 2 fucking books.
Right.
So now they're going to leave it.
There's something to that. You know, Tony Robbins, like, curses so much.
He does,
And then there's someone else that does that too, in the same kind of vein, throws in a fuck or a shit every once in a while. And
it keeps people on their toes.
And
so you're not, to me, because
you're eye to eye. And
I've had this a couple times. I've had this conversation a few times of why do you say the word fuck on your podcast or whatever. 1, that's how we talk in real life, so it doesn't really matter. 2, it keeps life interesting and on your toes. So when you're having a conversation with somebody, in particular small talk, I'm not a big small talk person at all. No. I can't stand it.
Me neither.
I would rather just talk about interesting shit about your life.
Medium talk,
yeah, about what you're thinking about, what you do, what your real hopes are, things like that.
You getting laid or what? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like to go in with so are we getting laid or?
Exactly.
And it usually gets...
Yeah.
At the PTA
like
meeting.
I'll walk up to somebody and be like, hey, where you laying that dick tonight?
Yeah.
You know,
something
things like that.
And it really gets it started.
Cool.
In a
We're
great,
bros.
mm-hmm.
We're bros. And because it's more, you know, it disarms somebody better. So they're able to talk to you in a normal conversation. The only the only time you're going to have a problem with it is super like religious people who are just like
religious or at your
stop talking like that.
Your kid's school, stuff like this.
Yeah, I don't say it at school, obviously, but
oh, you don't?
No.
Me neither. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're a dirt mouth.
No, I don't.
You're dirt mouth.
Of course, I don't.
Dirt mouth baby.
Quit.
So that's why we do it. That's why we say it and everything else. With Matt's book, it's the same way. Like he's been saying that for years. It's not it's not like we invented something. We were like, oh, let's make it edgy.
Right.
He's been saying it for years.
Yeah.
Now this other guy who got away with this and now has sold over 3 million copies. Holy shit. By the way, I picked up this book and it was like 179 pages. It was so
easy peasy.
Nothing. It was
self-help.
Just nothing.
It's a self-help. Why should I listen to you?
Self-help books crush.
What's your fucking training?
I know.
I hate that shit.
Because it could be anyone.
Why am I listening to you?
Yeah, and
live your best life.
You're right. It's just this blogger is just a normal fucking blogger.
Normal guy. Somehow has all the answers.
Same with Gary Vee, by the way. But Gary Vee admits it. He's just like, I don't know why people listen to me.
Right. Gary Vee has an energy about him.
I love him. I like Gary Vee. I like his energy.
Yeah.
And I genuinely, here's what I go with. Like a Gary Vee, right? I genuinely believe in most of the things he says. I don't look up to him as a motivational, like, oh, he motivates me. He doesn't. Mm-hmm. I just look at him as a cool guy. Seems like he's got his shit together and is at least figured out
and has made
the world and his work ethic and all that stuff and has made a living off of that.
Made a lot out of nothing.
I don't get down on like Tony Robbins and shit like that.
No.
I don't do it. But I like people who straight talk things where, you know, maybe you're overthinking things in your daily life.
Simplify.
Yes.
To someone to simplify it.
And a guy walks in and is like, hey, forget about this and this and this and this and this and focus on this.
Yeah.
Because it's true. A lot of things that are true. And to me, most of these things aren't really things you don't know already, but it's just a reminder of, all right, hey, you're right. I haven't thought about this in a while.
In a pretty package. So it's like some girl that looks so successful and pretty and, you know, dresses great. If she tells you, you'll listen, right?
Yeah.
Or him or whatever, this guy that looks successful. He looks like he has a lot of money. He looks like he's like killing it all over the world. You'll listen to him.
Yeah.
More than even the voice in your own head that can tell you the exact same thing.
Exactly.
But it's when it's brought to you in that pretty package, it's easier to sit down and listen.
Yeah. And I will say this, the packaging of that book is perfect. Like
perfect. Orange, black.
It makes you want to pick it up and say, what is this? Mm-hmm. And it's small. And you look through it and you're like, all right, great.
I bought it a long time ago.
I could read this on a plane.
Yeah.
That's what you think. Oh,
it's short. Yeah. I can get through this.
I can get through this on a plane.
Let's see what this guy has to say.
Yeah, no bigs. No bigs. The book's expensive too.
Yeah.
It retails more than mine. And mine are like fucking.
It does now. I bought it a long time ago.
More. And I'm like, shit. Well, you can now because everybody's talking about it. And it's just like, oh, I've got to have that now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I said, I bought it a long time ago. It was like $15 or $18. And now it's what?
$28.95, I think it was. And I was like, the book is, you know, it's like a pocketbook for Christ's sakes. Good for him. I mean, shit, you want to talk about making it. I love stories like that. I'd love to have that guy on the podcast, actually. Anybody
he's
who's able to
on a podcast.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's been on a couple.
Anybody who's able to take a simple idea, that's what fascinates me the most. Anybody who's able to take a simple idea and make it explode. That's what I like, because that's actually what real people can do. Not DJ Mad Marge. Mm-hmm. But this was a simple, a blogger who made a book, tiny book, great packaging, and is a gajillionaire. That type of stuff people could actually do.
Yes.
DJ Mad Marge, you cannot do.
And the thing is, he's not telling you how to become a blogger, sell a book. That's not what his book is about.
No.
So it's not I forget, it's like the survivalist, the syndrome or whatever, where you made it so you feel like you have the answers to making it,
right?
But you don't. You were just a special case.
Yeah.
So he's not telling you how to like get where he's at. It's really just a book about, prioritizing your life, just like you said, simplifying things. Don't give a fuck about this. Give a fuck about this.
Right.
So that's the difference with Mad Marge. Hers is trying to tell you how to do what she did.
Yeah.
And you can't.
You can't do it.
Because you don't have her family and you don't have her money.
Yeah. Now,
so it's bullshit.
You could do
her formula is not going to work for everybody.
No.
That's the shit that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Just because you married this person, have this money, did this thing, doesn't mean that you have qualifications to tell me how to get to the same place.
Yeah.
You dumb fuck.
You dumb fuck.
You dumb fuck.
You got a crime corner, you said?
I do, and so many detectives.
Crime corner. Crime corner.
I have so many detectives to thank. So I'm sorry that I'm on my phone, but that's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's brought to me by Jay Browley, Detective Jay Browley, Detective Big Papa's Got You.
Big fan of his work.
Detective Benway Eric, 1491, and Detective Real Loch Nessie. All really
I like
serious.
Real Loch Nessie.
Hey, do you?
Yeah.
Nice, right? So anyway, and maybe a bunch more. I'm sorry if I didn't say you, but my gosh, we can't have too many detectives working on the same story.
No, we can't.
So again, they have found my illegitimate mom at Walmart.
Okay.
And arrested her.
Okay.
I want to start out by saying I do have a real mom and she's great and not this person.
Yeah.
But if there was a mom that was more like me, it would be this lady who they found. The police were called to a Texas Walmart after a woman was reportedly drinking wine from a Pringles can and riding on an electric cart in the parking lot. I hope she'd been. I wanted her to be inside.
Yeah. So, okay. I feel like all of these I have to really unpack with you here.
Sure.
Did she eat the Pringles and then poured the wine in?
Now, the cops got there too late to know any of that. But I think it was just a vessel.
If you're inside the Walmart already, because let's face it, if it's a superstore. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. When I first got the story, I thought, this is me. Right? Because what I do like to do at Walmart is like grab a bike.
Yeah.
And just ride the bike around putting stuff in the basket.
Yes, you do that. And that's real, by the way.
It is real because there's something about a Walmart, you guys. If there is an employee around, which you can't find, they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
So it feels like you're in this bubble of really cheap stuff, surrounded by cheap stuff that's just yours for the taking.
Yeah.
As long as you're in the store. Once you leave, they have those people at the front check your receipt, check what's in the bag. They're once you're trying to leave,
of course,
that's when they'll make sure that you're on the up and up.
Yeah.
When you're inside, you can get away with murder. And I really do feel like I could take one of those old fat people electric carts, Pringles can, eat all of the Pringles out of it,
right?
Grab a wine, grab an opener, open it, pour the wine in the Pringles, and just roll around the store. And I wonder how long it would take. For me to be
first of all,
to.
I want to say that I believe in you, and I know you can do this.
Oh my gosh.
But I also think that you probably have to go twist off. Why waste that much time with a wine opener and all that other stuff?
Right.
Come on.
What an idiot.
What
a fucking idiot.
So that's kind of where you're slipping
on
drinking wine out of a Pringles can. Save time.
You're right. So what led up to it, I'm not sure that, it was 9 a.m.
Did they specify what flavor the Pringles were?
Is it weird? I picture sour cream and onion.
So do I, but
even though it may not be.
Here's the thing. Here's where my mind goes now is if I were to do this on my own, I would go a Ridge. That way there is no flavoring around the thing, so I can still enjoy my wine. Yeah, but I can enjoy my wine. You're going to get salt either way. I can enjoy my wine and not have cheddar inside the wine, or sour cream and onion, or
a little salt won't be bad.
Yeah. So you go a ridge if you're planning on drinking the wine. Now, if the wine's a spontaneous thing, and then obviously you do what you have to do, and whatever can you ordered is what you're. Sure. That's the hand you're dealt in life, and sometimes there's just no changing that.
No.
But if you do have a choice, I'd go a ridge on that.
Yeah. The other cool part about this is the time. So it had been happening since 6:30 a.m.
You don't say.
Cops finally came at 9.
Gosh.
And she was still doing it.
Got it. Yeah. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. What city was this?
No one knows.
No. It's probably not in that article. There it is. Texas City?
Yeah, Wichita Falls.
Wichita Falls, Texas. Okay, great. Yeah. I can see all of that then. Yeah. I can understand it.
So, Mom, if you're out there, I couldn't make bail. But
sorry.
My sister from another mister, right? That's my girl right there, dude. I wish
I think this episode,
I had a homegirl that we could fucking roll around the Walmart parking lot, cheersing Pringles cans,
cheersing it,
at 6:30 a.m.
Yeah, she's out there.
Oh.
If you're worried that you're not going to find friends later on in life, you still can, James.
I still can find a bestie, and I think I just found her. You know what? There's something gross about seeing the sun come up, right?
Yeah, I hate
now
it.
Picture it on a Walmart cart.
Oof.
With the Pringles can. You're seeing the joggers.
Oh, God. And that wine.
And you keep it going till 9.
That's a long time. Yeah.
So
good on her. Do we have her name?
A hero?
Do we know her?
I'm not sure. No.
She is the hero we deserve, by the way.
It's not Florida, so they can't give out those kind of details. Yeah, no, remember?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I am right.
Crime corner. Some might say that she didn't commit a crime. Except for stealing my heart.
Yeah. Except for being my fucking bestie. Give me a call, girl, when you get out. We'll roll out. Mano.
Oh, let's get to the revolutionary figure of the day, shall we?
I thought we just got to her.
Well, that's the first time I've heard about drinking out of wine and Pringles. If we knew her name, we'd give it to her. Not that stopped us in the past. I gave it to somebody I didn't know his name.
Oh, that's
about shooting
true.
up that Taco Bell for extra sauces.
Oh, that's right.
Whatevs. I'm actually going to give this to that guy who wrote the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. His name is Mark Manson.
Yeah.
He's blogger, author, entrepreneur. He specializes in writing personal development advice that doesn't suck. His website, markmanson.net. That's weird. A .net, huh? Is read by over 2 million people each month, and he lives in New York City.
He did the damn thing.
He did it. So
good for him.
For this guy, yes, this is possible. You could write a book. You could have a blog. You could do this and still maintain whatever your real job is and try to do it. Do not do. And the reason why we're giving him this is
don't
because
take the leap.
Do not. This is one of the people that actually did it the right way of like, don't fucking DJ Mad Marge me with this shit. Like, don't put that story. That story's not possible for people. This is
stupid.
You could write a book and that's it, man.
You could grind away doing a blog for years.
Yeah.
And fucking write a book and have the right elements come together, have it be good enough. It's a possibility if you start with that. And I don't, if you have a bunch of money, follow your dreams.
Yeah.
All I have to say.
Yeah. Let's see. He's got another book that's coming out. Where is, they're already promoting it now. April 16th. Everything is Fucked. A book about hope. So he's staying with that theme.
We're keeping with the game that got you there. Listen,
why not?
Apparently, why not?
That's going to be the thing for this year. Matt's book comes out, I believe, 4th of July. So, you're looking at another fuck book hitting the bestseller list.
Fuck book.
Hopefully. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, this was fun. I am Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Good night, everyone.
Good night.